right wing one-timer, and a goal! Jordan Samuel Thomas!
Typically every morning when I wake up, I usually wake up about 40 minutes before I have to hit the road. My wife usually makes me a nice pancake breakfast or turkey bacon or something like that, and I'll take the dog out for 5 minutes before I head to Poway for practice. I'm from Connecticut. I've lived there most of my life. I did most of high school there. I did most of college there as well. I was born in Hartford, so I went to a kindergarten there, and there's an after-school program ran by the local police department, just kind of give back to the community and give kids productive things to do. And they had a street hockey program, and first time I picked up the stick, I loved it. Happened to be pretty good at it at the age of 5, as good as you could be at that age. But then one of the cops, Mr. Pasquarel, kind of noticed that I loved the game, and he helped my father and I get started, pointed us in the right direction in terms of helping us with some equipment and showing us just kind of where you can even play hockey, because before that we had no idea. Both my parents were Division I track athletes. My mom ran the 400. My dad did the pole vault, so hockey was pretty far from what they're used to and kind of what my family background is athletically. After I did street hockey, it felt good, but as soon as I hit the ice, things didn't go necessarily well. Skating's a huge part of ice hockey, so once I started playing, I played in an in-house league for about a year, and my dad noticed that my skating wasn't necessarily up to the level of all the players, so my dad kind of invested in me in a summer just power skating, because I made the B team my first year playing, and then after that summer my skating was pretty good, and by the time I was 8 years old, at least locally, I was kind of the top player around that I knew of, at least in my area. So I mean, that's kind of when you start looking at the NHL, and I grew up a huge fan of like Ray Bourque, and Joe Thornton was a rookie in the league, I think, and by the time I was 9, and I mean, I always looked up to those guys, and that was kind of my goal at that age. I got married 2 years ago. This is actually our anniversary today. So we got married on Laguna Beach, and so I'll head out there later today, kind of to the spot where we got married, and spend a day there. Yeah, I've known my wife since my freshman year at college. We've been together about 9 years now, and it's been great. She loves California. She's on a golf scholarship when I met her, so there's tons of golf out here. So she loves it out here. San Diego's a special place. Am I a dog person? I'm not necessarily sure about that. Am I a dog whisperer? Probably. I run a pretty tight ship with my house. I enjoy training. I have like a little miniature husky. She's about 2 years old. We actually got her 2 days before we got married, and she's been great. She's like 20 pounds and just loves life like most dogs do, and I love you unconditionally, so it's always exciting to come home on a bad day, that's for sure. There's countless moments every day, honestly, where I kind of pinch myself that I'm blessed enough and fortunate enough to play in a city like this. I mean, I live right downtown, and it's an awesome city. It's extremely vibrant, and Coronado's right over the bridge. So I mean, I'm constantly kind of taking a step back and be like, wow, how blessed am I to play here. Not too long ago, I mean, there weren't black players playing hockey, and you're seeing more of them, and I mean, just the opportunity for everyone to participate in sports, I think is huge. So I mean, it's not lost on me. You throw the jersey out over your head and you see the number 42. For me, at least, I mean, I definitely think about all the little things that happen for me to get here and be able to wear that jersey. At the end of the day, like I'm just another player, but at the same time, for me, like hockey's great and I love it, but I think the big part about it is it gives me a chance to be a role model. I mean, I love working with kids, and I mean, just the other day we were doing like a small skating session at Liberty Station, and there's like a young black kid who couldn't skate, but he was interested in it because I was talking to his mom because I was playing. Well, I appreciate you guys making the long commute with me. You guys are great company, but now it's time to put in the work.